Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is Teacher.
Hello.
We march on with our 5th annual 31 Days of Horror, where we watch a different horror movie every single night in October. And we're on October 15th, and our movie was Wildling. Before we get into it, spoiler warning now! If you want to avoid spoilers, skip ahead to the time code you see on the screen. Let's get right into cast and crew. This was directed by Fritz Baum. And my first thing was like, we are Fritz Baum! It's like Fritz Baum is such an awesome name. He has done 2 short movies, but this is his first feature-length movie. This was co-written by Fritz Baum and Florian Eder, and this was produced by Liv Tyler. Now for the cast. Anna was Belle Powley. She's been in White Boy Rick and Mary Shelley. Daddy was Brad Dourif. He's been in Lord of the Rings, but most people know him from Child's Play as the voice of Chucky. Ellen Cooper was Liv Tyler. She's been in tons of stuff. Lord of the Rings, The Strangers, Armageddon. Goes all the way back to Empire Records, where I first developed my crush on Ethan Embry. A little trivia for the folks at home. Ray Cooper was Colin kelly-sordelet. And he's only got 5 credits to his name, and he took an 8-year break between 2008 in a short film and then 2016 when he came back. But nothing of note other than this. And that is the immediate main cast, unless you have someone else to add.
Who was the guy wearing all the wolf's clothes?
Oh, Grizzly Adams? The Wolfman was James LaGrosse.
Ah, yes.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I can't remember what from. There's something from the 90s.
Let me scroll down. You recognized him? How? Holy crap. Let's see. He's been in Scotland, PA, Psycho, Enemy of the State. He was in Phantasm 2.
No, definitely I don't know him from that.
Okay, well, you know him from the 90s, sir, so I don't know. He was also in Near Dark, so.
That's what it is.
Score, I finally got it. All right, we can move on. Your memory is a curious thing.
Demon cat.
Demon cat. All right, so let's get into our initial thoughts. This was your pick, so I'll let you go first.
I don't know. I'm still thinking on it.
Okay.
It wasn't a bad movie by any means.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the best way I could describe it was a very subdued movie.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, yours?
I thought that you would love this because it ended up being a creature movie.
Mm-hmm.
And off the other bullshit that you've liked so far this month, I thought it's like, this is a home run for TJ. But you gotta go and throw a curveball and be Mr. Difficult. You've liked such other worse things than this. This is not even some of the worst things we've seen this month. I enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
I thought it was an interesting creature story told from a different point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I will say off the bat that rarely happens, but I appreciate IMDb's synopsis because it was so vague.
Okay.
So thank you, IMDb, for that. All it says on IMDb is, a blossoming teenager uncovers the dark secret behind her traumatic childhood.
Huh? Accurate?
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know what this was about.
Uh-huh.
So thank you, IMDb, for once, for not spoiling the freaking movie. I thought that the girl playing Anna did a great job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was fantastic.
If not for the strength of her performance, I think this would have fallen a little more flat for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that her performance was so strong really, I think, elevated the movie even more. I like Liv Tyler. I always do.
I liked her performance.
Mm-hmm.
And with both women, one of the things that I liked was 2 scenes in particular with them that just the looks that they gave someone. You know, it was subtle, but I really liked that part of their acting.
Okay. Brad Dourif is just like Mr. Super Creepy, always.
Uh-huh.
Always. I wrote in my notes that he could make reading the ingredients from a cereal box seem creepy. Because he started telling her that story in the beginning. I'm like, what the fuck kind of bedtime story is this? You creepy asshole. But he's very good at it. And definitely one of those one-of-a-kind actors.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Ray Cooper, Colin, We had a little bit of eye candy. So we kind of had a little bit of everything. We had like your creature story, good acting from Anna, more subdued acting from Liv Tyler, creep factor on Brad Dourif because that's what he does best. And while not the strongest movie I've ever seen, it definitely wasn't the weakest. And for a creature movie, which I usually don't like, I didn't mind it.
I will say one of the other things that I liked that I thought that they did a good job on was the choice in actresses to show her aging.
Yes, good call. Yes, I will agree with that. And also, I think this is one of those rare movies, and this is probably why I liked it more than I expected to. It got better for me as it went on. By the third act, I was digging it. When she finally fully turned and, I wanted her to kill all the hunters and go back to the Northern Lights and find her people. And I got all of it. So I think that's why I think that's why I liked it, because what I wanted, I got. So, yeah. Well, this is very rare for a creature movie for me to like more than you.
Yes. And I'm not saying I didn't like it. It's just I'm still pondering it.
Okay. Bring, bring. Hi, hell. Is it still hot down there? Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, I know. He liked the nun. I know. All right, you want to get into our breakdowns?
Yes.
What was your favorite scene?
When Anna was in the jail cell and the bad deputy walked up to her and grabbed the needle, and I can't remember if he said something to her or not, but just the look that she gave him. And it obviously just scared the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely liked that a lot.
I think my favorite, because like I said, it got better as it went, but I really enjoyed certain parts. My favorite scene, when she wakes up in the hospital bed and she takes off running and goes outside to the roof, and her reaction to feeling the sun and the wind for the first time. That was amazing. I knew then that I was like, okay, we have a good actress on our hands. She did really good. But other things I liked were her acclimating to like everyday life, what we take for granted or as normal. I liked how her transition started, because it didn't dawn at me at first that it was the meat. That's why a daddy wasn't feeding her any meat. He was feeding her just vegetables. And I was like, that's so clever. I liked that. And then her transformation itself, taking some time. I know it's very broad, but I just thought they did all those things very well. So
yeah, totally agree.
But if I had to, bullseye one, it would be her feeling the sun and the wind on her face for the first time. If any, holy shit moment.
You go first.
I mean, there's the part where she killed the guy that was trying to rape her. There's the part where Brad Dourif was trying to take her baby. I love the part where her jaw opened up and she bit his neck off.
Yeah, there we go.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that.
Yeah, there's a few things in here that were like, all right, that's pretty cool.
It was a very nice choice on them to, as far as the world building goes, to choose to have their creature have that type of jaw.
Yeah, and fully evolve to it at that time. I like that. Unlike your stereotypical werewolf, and she wasn't a werewolf, but I'm using that as an example. They changed right all at once. She evolved, and then even then we thought she was a full wildling. She wasn't yet. So yeah, that was pretty cool. If any, mediocre moment.
There was a couple editing problems.
Okay.
That I had, that I noticed just during the time that she was being chased by the hunters, and she was applying the mud, and so she's completely covered in the mud. Then she's killed some of them, and then she's under like a tree bark, transforming some more. And there's a shot with no mud on her face, or just very little mud, and then it goes back and mud.
Okay.
And it happened twice. But aside from that, I mean, not really.
I think if I had to choose anything, no, I can't say that because it went somewhere. So I was going to say the stupid high school bully subplot, but that went somewhere. So
yeah, that still served a purpose.
Yeah, I don't think I have one really. Like I said, this wasn't like the super fantastic best movie ever, but it was solid. And you could even say the random Grizzly Adams subplot. But that kind of served a purpose too. But that was more esoteric. I still don't understand his place in the movie other than to be a guide.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have explained his role, his motivation or whatever a little more.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
So if I had to nitpick, that's what it would be. All right. Did you have an LOL moment?
No, not really. Well, I guess when she spotted dude's dick for the first time. It was when he was taking a shower. She just opened the shower curtain, and it was just, well, why didn't you lock the door?
Right. Yeah, I don't think I had one. I've browsed through my notes. I don't see anything. So this was not an LOL kind of movie. There are moments of her adapting to modern life. Like she said a couple things. I forgot. I can't remember exactly what now. When they were talking that she didn't understand. So that was kind of like, oh, okay, haha. But
And even so, it's interesting that most movies would play on that longer. And I actually appreciate that they didn't. They didn't use the humor potential there.
Yeah, it wasn't hokey. It felt like she was legitimately trying to discover what was going on in life outside of her room. All right, is there anything else you'd like to add? You want to go to notes? My notes.
Notes is fine.
My notes. Philip's notes are only 2 pages long, and I've already said some of them. You talked about the world building earlier. I thought it was interesting, the whole, like, the first 20 minutes, because it kind of felt like, a kidnapping, creepy pedo story about this guy who kidnapped this little girl and was telling her this creepy wildling story to keep her in the freaking room. So I thought that was really an interesting, kind of a red herring, but one that worked. I did like the idea of when she got her period and he's injecting her with that shit. We kind of knew what it was. We didn't know exactly why, because even then it's kind of skirted that creepy pedo line.
Yes.
Is he trying to keep her young for a reason, that kind of thing. But then, it turns out, obviously, there was purpose behind it. I joked that she was indoctrinated into the cult of shaving her legs. Then we get the awkward party scene, which I thought was going to be way more awkward.
Yes, and again, I'm glad that they didn't spend a lot of time focusing. Like, even when they arrived at the party, I could feel my anxiety going up.
Same.
And It played out well. Like, I like the entire shot of the music getting to her, and he covers her ears, and then they kiss. And I thought the two of them had really good chemistry.
Creepy, but good.
Yes.
And then I made a joke that because when he was making out with Anna, the bully guy was looking at them, and I said that he was jealous that it wasn't him making out with him. Because bully dudes like that always have that like weird psychosexual shit going on. Then dude tries to rape her, and she bites his fucking neck off. And I wrote, good. That's what you get for trying to rape her.
Yep.
Fucking creep. At first, I thought it was interesting that the story would give away that she was, in fact, the wildling so soon. Because that could have been the big reveal at the end. But I actually preferred them showing it and then spending the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes of her transforming slowly. So at first, I thought it was weird because we're so conditioned to getting that reveal at the end. I did like the line that Daddy said when he said, "Anna is a mistake, so is Daddy."
Yeah.
I was like, ooh. And then I was like, well, he just lost his virginity to a wildling. And vice versa. So, And then I wrote, because usually, again, a trope in a movie is, I expected him to get shot by a hunter. He did, but I expected him to die. Because I wrote, he's definitely going to die now. And then I wrote that they were shitty hunters. Because clearly, he's not her. And then there's a whole news thing where they said that the college kid who tried to rape her that she killed, they were like, the killer is Anna, and his killer is still at large. And I'm like, welcome to America. Fucking where, she gets raped and defends herself, but, he's all pious and she's fucking demonized in the killer.
Yep.
You know what, ladies? Fuck that. You're getting raped. Use your teeth. Use your nails. You're in the woods. Find some fucking rocks and wail on them. Do whatever you have to do. Fuck that shit. Then I wrote, oh my God, he's taking her child. That's so fucked up.
That was really fucked up. That entire thing of, I'll name her Anna if it's a girl.
Ugh, gross. And then, as I said, her jaw opened up, and then it looked like there were teeth in his wound. Which would make sense because her teeth were falling out.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like she lost her bottom teeth almost when she bit into his neck like that.
It's a good possibility.
I wrote at the end, I was like, you know what? I'm happy with this because I was hoping she'd find more of her people there, and I liked how they did it.
Uh-huh.
She didn't encounter anyone. She knew instinctually where she needed to go because an animal would have that instinct. And then she has her baby, and then she hears a howl, and she looks off. And that was it. I was like, that's the perfect way to end it. So those are all for my notes. Anything else you'd like to add? You can go through final thoughts.
Final thoughts is good.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I mean, for the absolute crap we've had this month so far. Like, we have, like, one good movie and then, like, 2 or 3 in a row of bad movies and one good movie and 2 or 3 in a row. Well, for me, personally, you liked everything. And, no, you haven't. That's not true. But it was nice to, like, finally enjoy a movie. And as said, you know, it's a creature movie, which is your milieu. So, yeah, when it's not done shitty, I tend to like them. It avoided so many tropes, as we've talked about, from the jokes to the transformation to party stuff. Like everything, like every little thing in there just kind of subverted. It went towards the tropes, but subverted them in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And had it actually done all this stupid, tired bullshit that we see, that I see in every fucking creature movie, and had Belle Powley not been such a strong actress, I would not have liked this movie as much. But I did, and I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah. Same. This is one that I would totally recommend to others. And it's not going to be one of those situations where I'd recommend it to, you know, a niche crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I think anybody has the potential to enjoy this one.
Yeah, yeah. Like, my friend wrote me at the very end of it, and he asked, he's like, did you finish your movie? I said, yeah. He asked, what did you think? And I said, it was very interesting. So when you said you were still processing it, I think you're like, it's just very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting take on the genre for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely recommended from both of us. All right, well, that takes care of final thoughts. But before we go, as it pertains to Wildling, what did we learn?
I learned that wildlings can apparently get pregnant very easily.
And very quickly gestate in their bellies. I learned that sometimes, you know, my anti-creature movie thing, I can ease up on it because there are hidden gems in the genre. I just hate having to wade through all the muck of just creature shit to get to it. But this was a rare diamond in the rough. Well, that wraps up day 15. Thank you for listening. If you've seen Wildling, tell us what you thought of the movie in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends or cool people who might dig the Vizcast. And please subscribe to the channel, including hitting that notification bell to stay up to date on the newest content. Speaking of, for day 16, we'll be watching the movie Thelma. This should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's, from what little I know of the plot, it's not something we get all the time, which is what has kind of sold me on it. So,
and I know it's another foreign film.
Excellent.
I just can't remember what country.
So until tomorrow, once again, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we'll return then to talk about Thelma. Goodbye.
Bye.